Today we're building this stone bridge for our battle games. It's designed to complement the houses and ruins we made in the last episode, and it's big enough to become a real centrepiece on your board. Now the two biggest challenges with this build are getting the shape right and the time it takes to texture all the foam. So let's start by solving the first problem. I've created a set of printable templates that we can use as a guide for cutting our foam. Here I'm using blue XPS foam. It's strong, easy to cut and takes texture really well. Start by cutting out your first template. We'll need 4 of these pieces to form the main structure on the slopes of the bridge. I'm using 20mm foam. I just glue the template on and carefully cut along the shape. Next we'll move on to the middle section of the bridge. We only need 2 of these pieces. And finally, we've got the buttresses. These are going to be 10cm high, and again the template gives us the exact profile, so glue it on and cut them out. For the final pieces we don't need templates, we just need 2 slopes at 225mm by 140mm, and the centre section at 200mm by 140mm. Before we assemble anything, we need to texture all the foam. This is where we solve problem number 2. Now you can do this by hand, but to speed things up I quickly modelled some texture rollers in Blender and printed them out on my FDM printer. One has a cobblestone pattern and the other has larger brickwork. They're really simple to use, just press them firmly into the foam and you get a clean, consistent texture. The trickiest part is keeping the rolls straight, which as you can see I still need a bit more practice with. Let's get everything textured. All the top facing surfaces, the buttresses, the slopes and bridge centre get the cobblestone texture, and all the side panels get the larger brick pattern. With everything textured, we can move on to assembly. We'll start with the centre of the bridge. Because the walls sit slightly higher than the buttresses, we can use those to help mark where the centre floor should go. Apply a bead of hot glue and hold in place. Quick note to self, hot glue is, in fact, hot. Next time I use a scrap bit of foam to remove any excess glue. Next we glue the centre section onto the buttresses, I like to dry fit everything first, mark some guidelines and then glue. For the side sections, trim a slight angle where the slope meets the buttress. This just helps everything sit together a bit cleaner. Once everything's assembled, flip it over and add a few extra beads of glue underneath if you feel it needs a little more support.
We'll just do that with a bead of hot glue.
To finish the build, we just need to fit the wall sections on the buttresses. For that we use our final template. Here I'm cutting out 4 pieces of foam. I used a 6cm high foam which lets me cut all 4 in one go. Add your texture and glue them in place.
The spear chucking story was the hit of the experimenters took their sticks outside the camp. Riker, September 2158. So leaned back, my jaw dropping as I watched the debate.
Now we can add a bit of damage. Take a knife and cut out a few chunks, just to break up those clean edges. You can keep it pristine, or you can go all in and really weather it. And of course, my favourite rock makes another appearance. We use it to press in extra texture and soften any sharp edges. To match our Osgiliath runes, we'll use the same simple paint scheme. I'm using cheap emulsion paint from the DIY shop. It's far cheaper than hobby paints and honestly it's brilliant for terrain. Start with a dark base coat. This is a deep inky blue, almost black, and it gives a great shadow depth. Next, a dry brush of brown. I colour matched Baneblade brown at the DIY shop and the result is pretty much spot on. Quick tip though, go for a matte finish, it just looks better on terrain. Dry brushed in brown, and we're just going to give that a little bit of time to And finally, another light dry brush of pale grey. You can really see that texture starting to pop. And for just 3 paints you can get a really strong result. And that's us finished, a fantastic looking bridge that works perfectly as a centrepiece in our terrain, and it's big enough for some properly epic moments in your games. The templates and texture rollers are available over on Patreon if you'd like to support the channel and grab a copy for yourselves. Until next time, happy modelling.